Good morning, students. In this session of bio, we are going to study sex-linked inheritance in human beings. Already in previous sessions, we have discussed about chromosomes, structure of chromosomes, pattern, DNA, everything. Now, we know that there are 46 chromosomes, that is 23 pairs of chromosomes in each somatic cells. Out of these 23 chromosomes, 22 are autosomes and 1 is sex chromosomes. In males, it is 22 autosomes plus XY, and in females, it is 22 autosomes and XX. Clear? So, since female produces only one type of gametes, the sex determination of progeny, it is done by or it is determined by male. Since the sex-linked characters, okay, it is in human beings, it is same as in the Drosophila, and it is given by Morgan. Now, what are the special features of sex-linked inheritance? Now, first is, it is criss-cross. Okay, criss-cross. What do you mean by criss-cross? See, simple thing that the father passes, okay, father passes the character to the grandson. Father passes the character to the grandson, and how it passes to the grandson? Through the opposite sex, that is daughter. Clear? So that's why it is known as criss-cross. Now, second is mother can pass. Mother can pass the alleles of the trait. Mother can pass the allele of the traits to both daughter and son. Okay? So mother is capable of passing the trait to both daughter and son. Next is in homozygous female. Homozygous female, X-linked is recessive. X-linked is recessive trait. And second is in heterozygous female. In heterozygous female, it does not expresses any such trait. It is only carrier. Now you will think how female can be homozygous and heterozygous. See, we know that in females 22 plus XX chromosomes are present. Okay, fine. By homozygous, we mean both are X. Okay, no carrier. And heterozygous means one X is carrying the disease. Okay, disorder it is carrying. So, in heterozygous condition, it will behave as a carrier only. Clear? Now, next is in males. See, what happened in males? Males have only X-linked recessive allele to express the trait. Clear? So, only X-linked recessive genes trait is present. So, and Y is not at all expressing that trait. So, it will be the effective. It will be the affected person or infected person. Now, in males, disorder caused due to X-linked. In males, disorder caused due to X-linked recessive genes is more often than the females. Clear? Now, there are many sex-linked inheritance disorders, but here in this session we are going to discuss about red-green color blindness. Now, what is red-green color blindness, or simple we can say color blindness? Okay, in simple words, we can say color blindness. Now, what do you mean by color blindness? See, in human beings, particular trait enables them to differentiate between different colors. Okay, so in human beings, different traits are present to differentiate between green and red color. The genes for the red and green color is located in the X chromosomes. So, genes for red and green color blindness is located on the X chromosome. So, color blindness is recessive. Color blindness is recessive to the normal vision and it is found more often in man. Clear? In females it is recessive and it is more common in man. Now see, just now here we have seen that it is crisscross. So in the same way, father transfers the color blindness to both her son and daughter. Clear? To both son and daughter. Now, what will happen? Father will transfer to the daughter and mother will transfer to both son and daughter. But since daughter is carrying 2 X chromosomes, it is a carrier. Okay. It is a carrier. So, but if mother is transferring X chromosomes related with the color blindness, all the sons will be color blind. Okay, all the sons will be color blind. See, here you can see that just we can take the example normal mother and color blind father. What will happen? See, chromosomes here XX and colorblind and Y. Now, here what will happen? When we will cross, see there are both the females are carriers of color blindness. They are not color blind, they are carriers of color blindness, while both the males are unaffected. Okay, so in father was color blind, but he has not transferred the color blindness to the daughter or to the son. Only daughter is the carrier. Now in next generation, what will happen? Again, if this is crossed in next generation, if color blind X chromosome is transferred to the son or color blind married to the carrier women, then the daughter will also be color blind. Clear? So, if the husband has normal vision, all his daughter will have normal vision. Clear? But they will carry the genes for color blindness. They will carry the genes for color blindness. Now, simple thing. See, it is carried from man to the daughter, and after that in next generation, here we can take, see, suppose this daughter got married to the normal person. Again, what will happen? See, chromosomes will be, one will be carrier and Other will be normal. Here also, when we cross, this is normal female, this is carrier female, okay, this is normal son, and this will be the color blind son. Okay, so color blind father has not transferred color blindness to his daughter, but to his grandson. He has transferred color blindness to his grandson through the daughter. Clear? Now again, simple thing. If mother is color blind, it means both the chromosomes are disorders. Now, if it is married even to the normal men, what will happen? Mother will transmit color blindness to both daughter and the son. Clear? Mother will transmit color blindness to both daughter and son. Here see, daughter is carrier. Daughter is carrier. Both the daughters are carrier and both the son are color blind. Clear? So, father will transmit to the grandson through the daughter, and if mother is color blind, then it will transfer color blindness to both his son, both the sons, and both the daughters also will be the carrier of color blindness. Clear? So, this is the sex-linked inheritance. We have taken the example of color blindness. Now, just go through it. Sometimes it is asked in a form of pedigree chart also, pedigree analysis. In next session, obviously we will do some such type of questions also, which is very common in board. They are asking, different generations are taken into consideration and questions are based on those pedigree. Sex-linked inheritance. In previous session, I have told you about the characteristics of sex-linked inheritance and we have discussed about color blindness. Now, in this session, we are going to discuss about sex-linked disorder, hemophilia. Okay, hemophilia is also known as bleeder disease. It is also known as bleeder disease. Actually, what happened in this disease? Individuals suffer from lack of factor which is responsible for clotting of blood. Okay, so if a person is affected by hemophilia, that person will lack the ability of clotting of blood. Even a simple cut can cause a severe bleeding and it may even cause to death. Like color blindness, hemophilia is also a recessive character, recessive sex-linked disease. Okay, so obviously when we are talking about recessive sex-linked genes, it means that if it is in a homozygous, then it will be a carrier. Okay, and if male is affected, then it will be hemophilic. Clear? Now let us see some cases here. If mother is normal and father is hemophilic, then what will happen? See, the condition will be, this will be the gametes formed. So, if father is hemophilic, then this one daughter and this second daughter, both the daughters will be carrier of hemophilia. Since it is a recessive disease, they will not be affected because only one X chromosome is carrying the factor for hemophilia. So, both the daughters will be hemophilic carrier. And what about the son? They both will be unaffected. They will not carry the genes trait for hemophilia. So, if normal mother marries hemophilic father, then daughters will be the carrier and there will be no effect on the son. But if carrier mother marries normal father, mother is carrier, so it is carrying and this is normal. So when these two will combine, it will be normal daughter. When these two will combine, the daughter will be carrier. When this and this, it will be normal son. And when this and this will combine, it will be hemophilic son. So, simple thing you have seen that if mother is a carrier, then both daughter and son, it is transferred to both daughter and son. While in case of father, it is only carried to the, or we can say father transmit the disease only to the daughter. Since daughter has both the X chromosomes are there, so daughters are only carriers. But here, daughter is carrier and son is hemophilic. This is the condition. Now, one more case we can study. The case in which mother is carrier and father is hemophilic. Clear? Mother is carrier, okay, and father is hemophilic. Then what will be the condition? We can observe this in a Punnett square also. We can easily draw the Punnett square. Okay. So what will be the gametes form? Here X and this will be the inherited. Then again from the father it is inherited hemophilic X and this is Y normal. Now just see what will be the combinations. What will be the combination here? This both daughter carrier, this daughter hemophilic. Both are carrying the trait for hemophilia. So daughter will be affected and hemophilic daughter. Now next it will be normal. Okay. And here it will be hemophilic son. So if carrier mother is married to hemophilic father, then both daughter and son both will be hemophilic and 1/4 chances is there that daughter will be carrier and 1/4 is that son will be normal. Okay. So this will be the condition when hemophilic mother is married to hemophilic father is married to carrier mother. Okay. So this is the way how the sex inherited diseases are transmitted to next generation. It may happen that if daughter is there, it may be carrier, but in next generation, like we have discussed in previous, that father transmit the disease, sex-linked diseases to the grandson through the daughter. Okay, so we have discussed in both, we have seen that father transfer the trait to the daughter, but if daughter is only carrier, it is not affected by the disease, then it will be again transferred to the son. So father will transfer it, or we can say male will transfer inherited diseases to the grandson through daughter. Okay, clear? So mainly these two diseases are there, and it should be clearly learned. No doubt should be there, because these two diseases are very important, and in board also, on the basis of pedigree analysis. On the basis of pedigree analysis, separate generation, they give in question separate generation, and in that generation they ask which is the carrier, which will be the affected one. That you have to study properly. Okay, thank you.